Mistress Belmont, your chance has finally arrived. We are right here in Woodbury Heights, New Jersey, and I invite you to take a very close look at my title, because no matter what you bring tonight and what head games you try to play, Mistress Belmont, this Queen of Valkyries title is staying right here with your Queen of the Valkyries, Kacee Carlisle.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening and is for the Queen of the Valkyries Championship. Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of parts unknown. She has a Valkyrie record of 3 wins and 1 loss. She is the walking human horror show, Mistress Belmont. And her opponent, fighting out of San Francisco, California. She has a perfect Valkyrie record of 3 wins and 0 losses. She is the reigning and defending Queen of the Valkyries champion, ladies and gentlemen, Kacee Carlisle.
And here we go, gentlemen. Main event time at VALKYRIE IV Ragnarok. Mistress Belmont challenging Kacee Carlisle for that Queen of the Valkyries championship belt.
I have a feeling that, Kacee Carlisle is not that well liked by the fans of Valkyrie.
Whatever gives you that idea, Mr. Stein.
There's just something in the air that I can't quite quantify.
Could it be the chance of new champ?
That might aid that impression a little bit. I do like Kacee Carlisle's ability to give a one-look ability to tell people to shut up, and they shut up.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that look doesn't really say shut up so much as something else, but this is a family show.
Yes, I'm being nice. Wait a minute. Mistress Belmont wants an opportunity to take a shining to the Valkyrie title. Well, I'm sure Mistress Belmont does have a thing with belts and chains and things that they...
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
Sorry.
You're as bad as Emil.
Emil was on his feet getting ready to go into the ring and take referee Chris Levin's place before he got hit with the cat of nine tails, so I'm just saying.
Listen, I like what I like. All right?
No judgments.
No judging.
I like fishnets. Stop yelling.
Nate Stein trying out for football announcer for Univision, I think.
I thought he was going for more like a World Star Hip Hop thing there.
Even they know when to stop all World Star Hip Hop.
I don't think anybody's ever said that.
12 more times! 12 more times! 12 more times!
Nate Stein calling for 12 more times, one for however old referee Chris Levin is. I think Kacee's a little afeared, if you will, of Mistress Belmont. No, I think if Chris Levin is able to gain composure over this match, the chicanery is over, and it's now time for the main event.
It was chicanery.
Chicanery?
Chicanery.
Whatever.
Chicago. Let's focus on the matchup at hand.
Mistress Belmont stalking after Kacee Carlisle, and I've never quite meant it as literal as I've said that before.
Belmont, she's definitely, well, I would normally say a strange cat, but I guess strange kitten. Strange kitten in this case.
Watch it. We need to watch ourselves here. Family show and a whip.
What are you talking about? Calm down.
Instead of this nonsense, how about we talk about Kacee Carlisle's road to the Queen of Valkyries championship?
Let's do that.
Let's talk about how Valkyrie won. She defeated Jessie Belle Smothers. In the main event of Valkyrie II, albeit by disqualification, she defeated Lufisto. And then in Valkyrie III, albeit by underhanded means, she defeated Sumi Sakai. Let's talk about the fact that Kacee Carlisle, even though she's being felt up by Mistress Belmont.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Get your mind out of the gutter. We're talking about pro wrestling right here. We're talking about the sport of pro wrestling. The fact that Kacee Carlisle is a former NWA World Women's Champion. Kacee Carlisle knows what it takes to get it done in the confines of that 18 by 18 foot professional wrestling ring.
But it's Kacee Carlisle that's normally playing the mind games and getting behind the mind of her opponent, but I think Mistress Belmont's having a little bit of fun with Kacee Carlisle right now. I've never seen Kacee Carlisle in this kind of disadvantage before. Now being all whipped hard into the corner. And Mistress Belmont with the punishment, that boot right across the throat of our champion, Kacee Carlisle.
Gotta think Mistress Belmont enjoys choking people. I would just...
Conjecture.
Conjecture.
Allegedly.
Pure conjecture.
Allegedly. Uh-oh. What's she calling for? Oh, no!
She delivered that stomp right to the core of the chest.
And again, going out. Look, springboard stomp right down across the chest of Kacee Carlisle. Oh!
Kacee Carlisle not looking like she's in a good way right now, even though she kicks away at a count of one. You know, the means by which she went to attain the Queen of Valkyries championship, you gotta think that if she falls in the first ever defense of that championship, it's gonna do a lot to her psyche.
And now look at Kacee Carlisle go away. Shots right and left across the head of Mistress Belmont. Chris Levin trying to stop her. That onslaught.
And you know what? I think it was that thought that crossed her mind that she's thinking, what if I fail here after everything I've done to attain this championship, to lose in the very first defense of that championship ever in the history of it? That's not going to sit well with Kacee Carlisle, and I got to think that she's going to do whatever it takes to get the victory over Mistress Belmont.
And now with two handfuls of hair just driving her head first into the mat. And once again, Chris Levin is having to pull Kacee Carlisle, the champion, off her opponent.
Well, I mean, I think you're seeing it come into play here. Belmont obviously likes to play mind games, as does Kacee Carlisle. Belmont clearly with a mind game advantage in this matchup. Kacee Carlisle, though, has dipped into her reservoir, if you will, and brought up that mean streak, that just straight, nasty, brawler mean streak she brings out. And she is taking control of this matchup with it.
I'd like to see a little bit of Mistress Belmont's mean streak. I mean,
relax.
Not only did I groan at your comment, but I'm groaning at the shots in the corner there from Kacee Carlisle. She is just laying them in.
Yeah. Point of the elbow several times into the sternum.
Sure, and it's just like I said, right on cue with that kick, right between the shoulder blades. Sort of lackadaisical cover there.
But still got a hook in the leg. It still wasn't enough, though. Kacee Carlisle, I think, loving this opportunity right now.
Yeah, just lounging about Mistress Belmont, not necessarily putting all the weight she possibly can upon the shoulder blades.
Oh, Mistress Belmont firing back. Right hand to the champion. Now has her up against the ropes, rips her off, coming off. Connects with the clothesline.
What a collision there, right in the center of the ring.
That was a serious shot with that clothesline.
Running back elbow, Kacee Carlisle able to connect.
Yeah, Kacee Carlisle not to be outdone. She can dish it out just as well as she can take it. Right now it looks like Kacee Carlisle dipping into the bag of tricks that Mistress Belmont likes to bring with her to the wrestling ring and wherever else you might assume that she does.
I mean, Kacee Carlisle is basically a living legend in the world of women's professional wrestling, and is rare in the world of all of wrestling that she's been able to redefine herself. And here, as the Valkyrie Women's Wrestling Champion, showing us what she has to offer, even if it's a dirty, down-low bag of tricks, because she's showing that she's willing to pull out all the stops and to hold on to that Valkyrie Championship.
But not to be outdone, Mistress Belmont is no slouch either. I mean, she's been at this sport for just about 10 years. It's just that she's never been really able to break out of that scene up in the New England area. And you got to think, if she's able to put Kacee Carlisle away and win the Queen of Valkyries Championship, that's going to do a whole lot for her career.
Absolutely, that's going to put her name on a whole lot bigger map than just the New England area.
Ref, what's she doing here?
An international object being applied here, being utilized.
That's not how you use that. I mean, that's illegal, and Chris Levin needs to stop it.
Nate Stein, an expert of the leather cat and nine tails.
Kacee Carlisle. I'm surprised the referee has allowed as much latitude as he had.
Yeah, he's definitely allowing a lot of leeway here, possibly because of the importance of this match, it being the first ever Queen of Valkyries defense.
Just driving that boot through the chest of Mistress Belmont.
A lot of times you talk about, oh man, I heard that all the way over here. Well, I felt that all the way over here. What a thud. Goodness gracious.
You hear the crowd trying to rally support. Belmont also able to try to fight back. Drives Kacee Carlisle head first into that top turnbuckle. But doesn't have her wind back yet to capitalize fully now. Whipping her off into the opposite corner. In comes Belmont.
Sandwiches her in the corner with that clothesline. Beals her out.
Cover, hook to the leg. 1, 2.
She had control of the head and just tossed her down to the mat.
The crowd coming alive. Wait a minute, Belmont has that cat of nine tails. Oh, but Carlisle saw it coming, kicked her right into the midsection.
As they're hooked up for a vertical suplex, delivers it textbook precision out of Kacee Carlisle with that suplex.
Ooh, so close, only a 2 count.
Kacee Carlisle arguing with the count of official Chris Levin here.
Hey, wait a minute. What's Kacee doing? Behind the referee's back, Kacee, he doesn't see it. Casey's up to some way to, but it's just Belmont. Oh, wait.
Whatever it is, it did not work for Kacee Carlisle.
She took a nasty spill to the outside now. Belmont looking to follow her out. You know, I suspected this might turn into a nasty brawl, and that's exactly what we're getting right now.
Right out here on the floor.
Yeah, Belmont really wrenching back here, taking full advantage of that 5 count.
And that thud that you guys might have heard was the head of Kacee Carlisle smacking the gymnasium floor here at the Woodbury Heights Community Center.
Now, Mistress Belmont bringing Kacee Carlisle, meeting her head and introducing it into this side of the ring.
And that's not a nice introduction.
No. It's a steel frame. Like, people don't get it. That's a steel frame on that side of that wrestling ring, and implementing it as a weapon. Now Mistress Belmont still on the offensive. I think Kacee Carlisle trying to fight back.
Trying to get a better vantage point here, as Mistress Belmont is just bringing her all around the ringside area here. Luckily for us, our commentary position is able to move. It's mobile.
We are roving reporters right now. And Belmont, again, bouncing Kacee Carlisle's head off the ring apron.
Oh, wait, what's that, guys?
Oh, God!
That was amazing. That Mistress Belmont just taking it to Kacee Carlisle, throwing it into,
Hey, you know what?
into those chairs.
It's a good thing for Kacee Carlisle that those chairs are sturdy, because if she took a tumble off those chairs onto this cold, hard floor, it could have been curtains for her.
You know what? These two are some of the toughest women I've ever seen in the world of professional wrestling. I've very rarely ever seen women go to the outside and fight to the floor, and now they're fighting through chairs and through the crowd.
And this crowd here at the Woodbury Heights Community Center is all about Mistress Belmont at this juncture.
Laying in punishment is Mistress Belmont.
And once again, it's the latitude from head official Chris Levin here. He knows.
Good Lord!
As Kacee Carlisle gets propelled into that big doorway here, that's metal. That doesn't feel good. But he knows that this crowd does not want to see a double count out. He knows that this crowd wants to see a decisive winner.
Belmont trying to go for a cover, not able to. You can't. There's no cover on the outside of the ring. You have to go back inside of the ring, ladies.
Yeah, Mistress Belmont, she's not going to get the championship here on the outside, but she is going to do a lot of punishment.
Look, I'm telling you, the deal right now is they just want to hurt each other. They're not worried about winning at this particular moment. It's just doing damage. This is just a straight up nasty fight right now.
You're absolutely right, Salamander.
Does Carlisle even know where she's at after being tossed headfirst into that steel door?
You gotta be careful. Oh no!
God!
That hurt. That hurt a lot. You don't go there.
That may have been a bit south of the belt.
Oh, babe! Oh, she's working it over.
That was a bit south and north. And all around in between.
I don't get to say this very much, but that girl just got hit in the cervix with a chair.
You don't get to see that too often, do you?
No! I'm taking this opportunity to do so.
And you know what? You know what the worst part is? That's probably not the worst thing that's going to happen to her during this matchup.
Another bad thing is what I said is completely accurate.
An Adam? Yes.
No! Watch out, gentlemen. Watch out.
Look out now. The action getting very dangerously close to us. Emma, stand in front of me. I'm a delicate flower.
Look at the welt on the side of Mistress Belmont, that handprint, that fist that's been embedded on the side of her. Kacee Carlisle now has
Which one?
I'm concerned with what Kacee Carlisle is going to find on her body when she removes her ring attire, because that's got to be a deep bruise.
Now, caught her. Mistress Belmont saw that chair coming. Kacee Carlisle once again head first, colliding with a chair now on the outside.
Oh, look at that surfboard stretch. It's not often you see a chair-assisted surfboard stretch like that.
Chris Levin was trying to regain some control here, trying to get the action to go back into the ring without really much success here. Just tearing each other apart here.
You know what, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say Kacee Carlisle is lucky that this isn't a Falls Count Anywhere match, because if it was, I would think that she would have given it up on that surfboard stretch on the chair, or maybe when she got nailed in the nether regions with that chair. Oh! Or when she got introduced to that steel turnbuckle post. Good.
And Emma, you and I have said it many times before. The ring post, actually the hardest area of the ring. People often say the ring apron, but I'll tell you what, that ring post, solid steel, no give to it. Steel meets cranium, steel's going to win every time.
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but anybody who knows where I've been and what I've seen, for me to react to maneuvers like this, you got to know that these girls are laying it in.
What's she doing? Kacee, don't do this, Kacee. What are you doing? Oh, no!
I'll tell you what, that was posterior first on these bleachers here. And these are the same bleachers that you sit on at a sporting event. Solid steel. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good sitting on them, let alone being slammed on them.
Emil, man, I'm having the same reaction you are. We've been in some of the same places.
Absolutely.
We've seen a lot of extreme action and a lot of combative situations.
Lots of ultra-violence. Oh.
Nate Stein has lost the ability to speak.
I'm in awe at the action, the punishment, the violence that we're seeing between these two. Kacee Carlisle, Mistress Belmont. Who thought we would have seen action like this? Who thought we would have seen violence like this from these two women?
I love it, man. I love it.
I thought it was going to happen.
No, now Casey's going to the bleachers.
Good God.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Is this happening?
Yes, this is happening. This is Ragnarok. This is Valkyrie. This is a next level women's wrestling right here, brother.
I'll tell you what, this is freaking great, guys. I mean, and you know what I just thought of? Looking at Mistress Belmont, there's probably a side of her that really likes what's happening right now. Like, the punishment that she's going through.
Oh, quite possibly.
She might be getting off on this right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Cover now, back in the ring. 2 count only.
What a match. I mean, where do you even go from here?
Well, apparently you go to the top if you're Mistress Belmont, but she got caught by Kacee Carlisle.
Wow. How Kacee Carlisle was able to mount a defense, how Mistress Belmont was even able to climb up to the top rope. These two ladies have torn each other apart, going around this building. Now Kacee Carlisle charging, throwing that forearm across the face of Mistress Belmont.
I know Kacee Carlisle is one tough girl, but I do not understand how she is, first of all, conscious, second of all, moving, third of all, in an offensive position at this juncture. That is how much this Queen of Valkyrie's championship means to her.
Man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I threw out my neck the other night taking a shower. Oh, God.
Oh, I have never seen that before.
Double arm DDT from the top?
Unbelievable.
Wow. Holy crap.
And still, Queen of the Valkyrie's champion, Kacee Carlisle.
That was incredible.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, I know that Valkyrie management wants to keep this a PG-13.
Well,
But that was goddamn amazing.
I think the management of Valkyrie wanted to see the best hard-hitting action we possibly could see. I think we wanted to see the best wrestling action, regardless of gender, and that's exactly what we just got between Mistress Belmont and Kacee Carlisle.